Why this bed provokes so much? When you look at my bed, what you see might strike you as shocking or even absurd, because at first glance, it's simply a bed. A real bed, unmade and disheveled, surrounded by empty bottles, cigarette butts, used condoms, and all the traces of someone's private life laid bare. But to reduce it to just a messy bed misses everything that makes this work significant. When Tracey Emin exhibited it in 1998, the reactions were immediate and intense. People said, "This is not art," or even worse, "My child could do that." And in a certain sense, they were right. It was not an object that had been polished, transformed, or beautified in any conventional sense. And yet, that is precisely where the work begins to speak. Most viewers approach my bed expecting art to be something that elevates, something that decorates or inspires, something that distances them from reality in a comfortable way. But this bed refuses all of that. It is not about aesthetics. It is not about creating a pleasing image. It is about presenting the aftermath of someone's life in its rawest, most intimate state. Tracey Emin was going through a period of profound depression when she made this work. She barely left her bed. She drank. She slept poorly. She isolated herself. What you see in that bed is not a performance, it is a trace, a physical record of despair, and it is shown to us without any filter, without any attempt to control how it will be seen, and this is why it provokes. A bed is normally a private, intimate place, a space where we let go, where social performance drops away, where we are exposed only to ourselves. By placing this bed in a gallery, Emin violates that tacit agreement. The work forces us to confront vulnerability in a way that is uncomfortable, because we are not just looking at an object, we are looking at someone after they have fallen, at the residue of a life lived, at a human experience that most of us instinctively try to shield from public view. People often respond with, "This is not art," because it challenges what we expect art to be. We want art to inspire, to uplift, to beautify, to make life more bearable. Emin's work does none of those things. Instead, it asks us to bear witness to an experience that is intimate, messy, and deeply human. It leaves the discomfort there, and in doing so, it asks a question that is far more profound than simply whether it counts as art. How willing are we to look at the reality of someone else's life without flinching? My bed is not only about personal trauma. It is also a reflection of its time. Emerging in the late 1990s, it captures a moment when contemporary art was beginning to speak openly about depression, sexuality, trauma, and exposed intimacy in ways that were still shocking. Long before the age of curated online personas and social media filters, Tracey Emin presented herself, or at least a fragment of herself, unvarnished and unmediated. There is no heroism here, no narrative control, only the rawness of lived experience. Ultimately, my bed is not an artwork designed to be loved or admired in the traditional sense. It is designed to be experienced, to provoke, to make us uncomfortable, and in that discomfort lies its power. It reminds us that art is not always meant to decorate our lives or to make us feel comfortable. Sometimes art exists to force us to confront things we would rather ignore, to witness truths about humanity that are messy, intimate, and unavoidable. And the unease you feel standing before this bed, or even thinking about it now, is not a mistake. It is precisely where the artwork begins to work.